what was I thinking? I guess get like some of the mounts to like sell, like the Caracal mount or the orchestral rolls or whatever. I tried to redeem First Quacker, but wrong stream. Hello, Emperor Fuble. Hello, welcome to the stream. And speaking of welcoming people to the stream, I'm not alone today. I'm joined by the one, the only, the savior of esports herself. Hello, Copa. Hello.
Hello there. Also, hello to nice username who's in my chat.
Oh, nice.
Nice to see you. This is a duo stream, like both me and Light are streaming our respective
respective POVs.
Our own POVs.
Yeah. Copa. Hello.
Yes, as is tradition, in case this is your first time here.
Beautiful.
I am very strong.
Imagine not squad streaming. Don't you have to like set up like a team to squad stream? Am I
you
crazy?
have no. You have to be a partner to make a squad stream.
Yeah, we're not partners, Sando. We can't squad stream. We can't.
Yeah,
squad stream.
even on Cracky Ducklings we can't do it because you need to actually be a partner.
Smooch. One day we'll have the technology. We'll have it. Why does Kuro's character have a face? Shouldn't it just be a jersey? True.
Fair. Okay, that was fair.
I love that.
Also, Nice User say that he does play this game as well.
Oh, yeah, nice. I play this game on my laptop sometimes. It's cool to hear. I know a lot of people in the StarCraft scene play it like casually. Like I know Zombie Grub plays it, Fear Dragon, Oli plays it. Oli Molly, I mean. Yeah, I think I don't know if they play it together. We're all kind of spread out, you know. We've all got our own like play time zones and stuff.
Because Nice User say he's playing very casual. I mean, look. We've been here for 2 years. We just finished Heavensward. We're at the end of Heavensward.
No, we haven't finished. We're not. Don't lie to the people.
We finished the main expansion of Heavensward.
We're in post-game Heavensward, which means we're probably going to be here for 6 months.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna reach the current content in 5 years.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit.
I don't know if we can say that we play casual because we actually do play a lot, but it's just that we don't progress much.
Yeah. We've clocked in a lot of hours. We just haven't been able to make it to the main, up-to-date content.
Mm-hmm.
Smooch.
Yeah, but what we're saying, yeah.
To be fair, you can't speedrun the content when you read aloud all the dialogue. Exactly.
That is true. But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to try your hand at voice acting because we're not voice actors and we know that, but it's still fun to make up all the voices. Oh my god.
Yeah. It can be fun.
Why hello there. So for those who don't know, this is KatatoniK, aka Balloonicorn in the chat. Also known as Matthew Mercer.
You look very samurai. Welcome.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Kata coming straight from Japan.
But yeah, so the plan for today is to work on the side contents, or kind of side content. I was talking to Soundo about this earlier, Kuro, and I don't know if there's an equivalent to this on a Realm Reborn, because if you remember, I think we came to the consensus that that the stuff with the Sky Pirates, that was like the equivalent to Crystal Tower, because that's where the raids were.
Yeah,
we unlocked like a couple of raids there. all leading towards like Diabolos and all that stuff, right? And it was like a pretty important story, all things considered. It tied in a bunch of stuff that happened in A Realm Reborn. But now we're doing a separate quest line that's like unlocking dungeons, and it's unlocking extreme trials. And we didn't have that in A Realm Reborn. Like, we unlocked extreme trials, but there wasn't like one storyline piecing them all together. Like the trials that we unlocked were like the King Moogle stuff.
That was part of MSQ.
Yeah, that was kind of part of MSQ. We unlocked like the Black Knight in the forest, like him, like, but it was all like separate like side quests. Like if you remember, it was a whole thing to get Dawn to unlock that raid, or sorry, that trial.
I like how this is how you remember. Like, I remember this was a long quest line because we had to drag Dawn throughout the whole of yours.
Yes. Yeah, it was like a whole side quest that unlocked that nonsense. But I don't think there's an equivalent to like this kind of separate storyline just for all these trials. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we still don't exactly know why we're doing what we're doing. Like, we were explained that, like, oh, we have to get rid of these things because they are dangerous, and like that's the thing. But like, we don't know why we are being led by a child that Ranger brought us, or what the child is, because it sounds like it's not even human.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find that out, and the reason why we're doing it is because otherwise the Empire, they're gonna get them. They're looking to harness the power of the primals. That's why we're stopping.
But like, that's all we know about what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's already more than we got in A Realm Reborn,
I guess.
And the reason why I think it's important to like take note of that as well is probably because this is probably going to be a trend for the rest of the expansions, where you have the MSQ, then you have like a big like side mission to unlock additional raids, which is what the Sky Pirates and the Crystal Tower were, and then a bunch of like a side storyline as well to unlock a bunch of like extreme trials, I guess.
Maybe. It would make sense. I guess it's a better way to introduce extremes than just, giving you a quest or like, hey, this primal is back and you beat it again.
Yeah. That's a hello, Kata.
Do you like Kata's sword?
It's very hot.
Hot. Yeah.
It's a very hot sword.
But there are feathers coming off it.
Oh.
Why?
I guess
why
it's from
feathers?
a firebird.
Maybe it's a phoenix blade.
Maybe.
What is it called?
Let's go, Koopa. Let's go.
Oh, we're going. Okay, sorry. But yeah, nice username. If you want to drop by, we are on Primal, on NA.
Yes, we're in a North American primal data center.
And all our base, like our base of operations is Ultros, and that's where we have houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So who do we talk to?
That's fair. Nice username. That's fair.
Yeah,
go all the way in so we can speak to Uno Kalahai.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Tell me when you're ready.
Yes, we are forever sprouts. That is a thing. It's not going away, probably ever.
Yeah. We've been playing for like 3 years, and we
2.
have a sprout icon. 2 years. Yeah. Aye. We've got thousands of hours in this game.
No, it's fine. We're still sprouts.
Okay,
You can tell by
it?
me playing dungeons. I still don't know what's going on. I'm ready.
So, Warrior of Light, how did it feel to strike down so great a foe? This is after we beat Sephiroth, if you remember.
Yes, the tree.
The big buff guy. You must tell me more of your experience once our meeting with your colleagues is concluded. Through thine all-surpassing skill at arms, do we now take our first step in ridding this star of the Warring Triad's baleful presence. And in such wise do we lessen the burden bequeathed unto us by the vainglory of Alag. Know, however, that the two icons which remain are thought equal in might to Sephiroth, and may yet exceed him. Ere thou proceed, I would counsel thee to marshal thy strength, and give careful thought to thy preparation. Assuming the Guardians afford us the luxury of time, even now they grasp for the means to dominate primals, blind to the technology's potential for calamity. My master taught me that the entity known as Sephiroth was this world's first sacred tree, elevated to godhood by the belief of its worshippers. There's no power more fearsome than that born of unconditional faith and unbending ideal. I mean, we know all about that.
This plane your master found in you a willing student. Tell me, was he who taught you of Allagan Technology's potential for calamity? Or are those your own words?
'Twas but a figure of speech, nothing more.
When last we met, I thought I caught a glimpse of the boy behind the mask, but it would seem your defenses are firmly back in place. Must you persist with this infuriating veil of secrecy? I, for one, would very much like to know who this master of yours is, amongst other things.
As long as our purposes align, what matter my affiliation?
It matters a great deal. I do not ask out of idle curiosity. If we are to fight as comrades, we need to be able to trust each other. On which note, I should apologize for my earlier trickery. It was merely an attempt to get to the heart of an enigmatic companion. Truth be told, I was rather glad you reacted as you did. No person of your age has any business being calm and aloof all of the time, much as you might wish to be. Anyway, we had best be off. Do send word if there are any further developments.
A companion now, am I?
Does that mean he has no friends? Do you want to read the Warring Triad? Is there something new?
There's nothing
No.
new.
Oh, okay.
Unless, did we read chapter 1?
I think we did, didn't we?
Okay.
Check.
I mean, I wouldn't remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Alright, let's read chapter 1. The Warrior of Light has toppled the first of the Warring Triad. We knew little of Sephiroth, other than that he was the chief deity of a tribe of tree-like beings. A sacred tree ascended to godhood. Allagan histories discovered upon the event of his destruction, however, have brought fascinating new facts to light. These recordings attribute to Sephiroth the ability to induce spontaneous growth in living organisms through the manipulation of ambient etheric energy. It is noted that the icon did not hesitate to direct this ability upon himself. Sephiroth grew to gigantic proportions during his conflict with the armies of Alag, using his own colossal limbs to cut great swaths of devastation through their ranks. He was eventually overwhelmed, however, and his abilities contained. The Allagans performed experiments upon the captured icon, siphoning his growth-inducing energies into the cultivation of numerous chimerical monstrosities, one unnatural existence propagating countless others. When one believes one's control unbreakable, however, a single overlooked flaw inevitably leads to catastrophe. I know of at least one civilization that collapsed under the weight of such hubris. I guess the interesting thing is that these icons, if you remember, they were kept alive, and now that we're killing them, I don't think there's a way for them to come back because the tribes that once used to pray to them are now gone. So it's just.
Do we know that?
I would assume so.
Okay.
I would assume, especially in Azisla, if we haven't come across them, then they're dead. They're just gone.
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe they did it, they just took the icon, but they left the tribe be.
I would assume not, especially because otherwise, well, I mean, especially because like this was thousands of years ago. There have been multiple calamities since. So yeah, there's I don't know. I highly doubt that they're alive.
Okay.
Oh, he's got 2 quests.
Yeah, he does.
You can do them both.
Wait, what does small talk say? Oh,
A pleasure of always, Light. What would you ask of me? It's fine. We've already done this. The fate of stars. Unokalhai is preoccupied by the threat of the sixth Legion. Yeah. After watching that video, my brain was thinking 7th.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's also weird to read like Roman numerals with the TH.
Afterwards,
Yeah.
I am troubled, Warrior of Light. The 6th Legion will not soon surrender its pursuit of elegant technology. While it is true that the 6th suffered heavy losses in attempting to breach Azisla's defenses, the Legion is still very much a force to be reckoned with. Left to its own devices, it will not be long before the Legatus moves to... Pray excuse the interruption, but a call to this link pearl can only come from one of your fellow scions. Archon Ishtola, what news? And you are quite certain they have broken through? Yes, of course. We shall leave immediately. It would seem the thing I feared most has come to pass. The Gallians have succeeded in dispelling the barrier Orianger placed upon the entrance to the research facility. We must intercept and destroy them before they acquire the means to control primal entities. Archon Ishtola requests that we assemble at the scene of the intrusion. Pray depart at once. I will join you when I have informed the other scions of this development.
And that's when he goes back to just leaning on the desk.
Oh, that looks like Sephiroth. Unokalhai has a gift for you. Oh. I have something for you, Warrior of Light. During our expedition to banish Sephiroth, I came across a certain relic. I believe it would be put to best use in your hands. Oh. It is an elegant device of the kind used to store information. It's a hard drive. It's a USB.
It's a pen drive.
In this case, the record of the furious conflict that took place on the shores of Mercidia between the icon Sephiroth and the forces of Alak. Oh, it's a video. Should you present this tombstone to the verification node outside Triad control, the node systems will analyze the various aspects of the conflict and create for you a false icon which you can train.
Against
which you can train. Consider it a sort of mock battle that presumes a Sephiroth who has broken free of his shackles. If I understand its workings correctly, the node should also be capable of manifesting a far stronger incarnation of the icon. This would mimic the catastrophic consequences where Sephiroth were Sephiroth ever to absorb an additional source of energy, say by defeating another member of the Warring Triad. A compelling challenge for a warrior of your ability, yes? You need not possess Mistress Kryle's knowledge of elegant technology to begin this particular battle. Simply present the tombstone to the node on the flagship, and then follow the orb's instructions. I hope the experience brings you valuable insight, Warrior of Light.
That is interesting. Interesting way to present it. I understand it's probably an extreme or something.
Yeah, or a savage mode. Extreme or savage mode. Whatever it is. Hello, Souko, hello.
Good morning, Souko.
Souko, good morning. Since we're going to be unlocking a bunch of trials, Souko and Kata, if you're keen to participate, then you can join us. You can join us while we beat the triads.
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
other people can join us as well.
Yeah.
Souko
As long as you have them unlocked.
Yeah, Souko and Kata are our 2 mentors. So they're always there to help. if they're awake.
Wanna join? Yes, you can join, Captain. You can join. Sephiroth is my jam. Oh my god. Oh. Cat. Cat has been dancing. It's a very beautiful dance. Beautiful. I'll be this and all good, Souko, all good. We still have to do the quest to unlock them, so you have time. You have some time.
Kata is being so Asia today.
And she's a samurai. She has to.
Yeah. I still can't get used to playing samurai. I'm trying because I already started it, so I want to level it to 60, but I struggle as samurai because samurai is slow for me.
Let's go. So we're gonna go do the Fate of the Stars first.
So yeah, today before stream we were watching a video with a summary of the 1.0 story. It is in our Discord in the forums if you want to check it out.
Yeah, Kuro linked the video, so if you're interested, you can watch it. It's pretty good for what it is. It was pretty insightful overall, and it gives a lot of context to a realm to the game itself. To be honest, so
yeah, some of the context that is really missing in Realm Reborn.
Yeah, overall, like even here in Heaven's Ward, like we were talking about it before, but we only recently found out some of the history between Minfilia and Thancred, and apparently that would have also been like stuff that was already established in the story beforehand. I mean, if we had played the game,
it was also almost like a part of like one of the main points of Wano's story.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go. I see. We are the first to arrive. No matter. Your colleagues should be here anon. They were wise indeed to keep this area under surveillance. Had the Guardians slipped by unnoticed, I dare not think of the consequences. Arkanishtola set forth for Azizla when it became apparent that the Legatus was attempting to breach the barrier, and arrived to find that he had succeeded. We must hope that he has yet to find his prize.
Well met, Unulkahai. And thank you for answering my summons so swiftly, Mielikka. We shall all be glad of your presence should we meet with the 6th Legion, as seems all but certain. As you may be aware, this facility houses some Alak's most advanced technology. Accordingly, Orianger sought to deny the Empire easy ingress by weaving a ward of singular potency. Not singular enough, it would seem. I would be surprised if the Legatus had not reached the core laboratories already.
'Tis passing strange. I wove the ward in accordance with the most closely guarded teachings of the Archmages of Sharlayan. Naught was left to chance. Naught. 'Tis well known that the children of Garlemald have no talent for arcane manipulation, nor hath the Empire more than a cursory knowledge of sorcery. That they should succeed in unraveling so complex a skein of magecraft, and with such surpassing swiftness, 'tis passing strange. Tis strange.
Like, how could it happen? That it is, Orianger, but it's a mystery for another day.
Arkanishtola has the right of it. Before all else, we must move to safeguard the knowledge which enable the Alligans to harness primal energies. Of particular concern is the Genesis expression, an aetherochemical formula that allow the scholars of yore to create substances from nothingness.
I know of no such formula. Whence came you by this information? From your enigmatic master, perchance?
He did furnish me with that morsel, yes. And knowing exactly which prize the legatus now seeks enables us to predict his position. Do you not see? We have been gifted with the perfect opportunity to remove the head of an entire legion.
I didn't think you quite so bloodthirsty, Unulkahai. Surely safeguarding secrets should take precedence over slaying legatuses? Okay. Krai's sentiments reflect my own. Yet the two objectives need not be mutually exclusive. What say you, Orianger? Orianger?
Forgive me. My thoughts were bound up in idle imaginings. In answer to thy question, milady, I am content to be led by thee in this matter.
Right. I've enabled the facility's teleporters. Shall we? You dwell on the matter of the barrier.
I do. Verily, 'twas a warding spell of labyrinthine intricacy, the brainchild of the head of the students of Baldeshian himself. Even the most learned Archon would require several moons to disentangle such an enchantment. To do so in mere bells would require some preternatural power akin to the very echo itself.
Do you think he has the echo?
No. I mean, they could tie in the Warriors of Darkness into this, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like, yeah. I say that tentatively just because, I think this happens after, like, where we're up to in the MSQ. so I don't know if we already deal. I don't know if like the Warriors of Darkness, if we deal with them, if we kill them all like in Heaven's Word, or if they persist into Stormblood. Like I don't know if they're going to be involved here or not.
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess. So I just want to say that one of my most hated words in English is laboratory.
Laboratory.
Because
Hello.
not only it has both L and R in it, but it also has the English R, and it's a struggle.
Operate the terminal. The terminal has been activated. Prepare to teleport to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Oh, it's like a...
Oh, is it duty?
I think we have to... Yeah, I think we have to disband to do this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll bring the party together soon. we have to do this.
Oh boy.
Hello, Puncher of Kittens. You have quite a way with food and with words.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are we doing?
We're gonna go kill the leader of the Sick Legion.
Nobody has briefed me. Ah, they're coming. Hold on, what else do I have? Okay. Are we supposed to be going somewhere? Are we supposed to be guarding something?
We're going there.
Okay. Pursue the legatus.
Yeah, see you on the other side.
Do you? Ah. I just go, you know.
In the name
Hi,
of the
Bruce.
Emperor!
Where did he go? Oh, do I have to kill you first? Okay, I'll go back. What? No!
Goodbye. What happened?
I died!
You died? What do you mean you died?
I didn't kill him in time! And it exploded! And
No,
just,
Kuro, you meant to.
it just insta
You meant
killed
to
you.
Yeah, you meant to stand in the shield. Ishtola summons a shield. and you
Oh,
stand in it.
she does? She did it for me.
Yes.
Ishtola just betrayed me. She didn't make the shield.
God damn.
I was looking.
Okay, well, I'm waiting. After that fight, there's a cutscene, and I'm waiting for you to do Ishtola's dialogue.
I talked to the chat in the meantime because this will take a while. The Colossus
Sure.
killed me.
Yeah, it's the ability is called self-destruct.
Yeah,
so
so
you just have to survive.
but its HP was falling. I thought I can kill it before it explodes.
No, it stays on 1 HP. Like you can't kill it.
Lame.
Like I did the same thing. I got it down to 1 and it just didn't die. So you have to stay in the shield.
I guess you can watch my stream on your stream.
In the name of the Emperor!
We have the technology.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's do this again. So Souko don't dot me. It's a tradition that I have to fail the first quest every time. It'll be too easy. Okay, now where does Ishtora do that shield of yours? Okay. She didn't do it last time. I would have seen it.
Good job, Curry. Good job. Kuro plays Zerg. She should be used to facing Colossus. True. Okay. Are you ready, Kuro?
Yes.
Okay,
After
go.
the legatus.
Oh, is she gonna stay back?
And still they come. Press on, Mielikka. I will handle this.
We're gonna go 1v1 the Legatus.
Yes. And then I'm gonna fail it again.
I've exposed the bones of your work. Now to extract the marrow. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your misguided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize to the Emperor alongside your head.
Oh boy. That will definitely go well. Huh.
Savages. Savages.
Uh-uh.
Can you withstand this? There is nowhere to run.
Interesting.
Can you withstand this?
Oh, hello.
Enough!
Okay, did you beat him?
I did
Good job.
somehow.
Good job. Proud of you.
Are you ready?
Mhm.
Mielikka. The torment is unbreached then. I mean, he did open it.
I love the idea of them just like with their little feet running ahead of him.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to be really speedy to run ahead of him, but okay.
Yeah.
Trial.
My wounds will not slow my blade, should you seek to bar my path.
And you would slay me, no doubt. But it would be your final act.
Fuck him up. What madness afflicts you, Erosian fools? The Emperor but desires a means to shackle the icons and their destructive appetites. Why do you rail against your own salvation? It is not for man to wield such power. The primal energy your Emperor seeks to contain would be as kindling waiting for a spark. Forget not the White Raven, Legatus. The White Raven, he was the guy from 1.0.
Yeah, he was. It was the guy who was watching the video. About.
He's the guy. We know him.
We know him because of the video.
Like thee, he presumed to wield the power of Alag and invited the calamity in so doing. This star's fate is far too important to be decided by only one man, a warmongering savage least of all. Have care, boy. You speak of my emperor.
Is Uruk-hai actually Garlean?
But dying here in his defense of his honor will not further his cause. It's gonna smoke bomb us?
Yes. No, he flashbanged us instead.
Yeah. Hold up! Ishtola's blind.
Yeah, she can. That's a good point. She cannot be blinded if she's already blind.
One, Ishtola's blind. Two, Oriandra has goggles on. Come on. What's going on here? Nonsense. Smoke bomb would have been better.
Shaking my head. But I mean, Ishtar could see through smoke bomb too, wouldn't she?
Yeah, probably. Ishola can see ether. We don't know if that was an ether bomb. It could have just been a regular flashbang.
It could have been.
We don't know. Also, hello, Ursus. Hello. Go on.
Well. I appear not to be dead. Ugh.
I'm alive. I'm dying.
Call the ambulance. Cry. I may have cracked a rib or two, but I'll be fine, honestly.
Our foes gave no quarter. Had Uruk-hai stinted in his defense of thee, thou mayst be certain thy wounds would be far worse. I could do no less, Mr. Skrile. Mr. Skrile is here at my behest, after all. The secrets of Alag are safe for the present, though 'tis doubtful the Legatus will return to Garlemald till the prize he covet lieth in his grasp.
Then we must redouble our efforts to protect this place. Cry and I will place additional seals upon the Tormarith. Uruk-hai. I appreciate you staying at my side. Thank you.
'Twas nothing. Baka.
Baka. Oh,
Yeah.
please. It was a good deal more than that, and you know it. Now let me help you. When a woman thanks you for saving her life, the customary response is, "You're welcome."
Yeah, you're welcome. It's very Japanese.
It's very Japanese. Why are we staring at him like that?
Oh my god.
Why, hello there.
We have TV and
Oh
we
my
have
God.
pudding.
How? Souko, what happened?
Souko is smaller than he usually is.
How small is Souko now?
Ah,
It's a tiny
they're
Souko.
tiny.
That's like a figurine that you like put on your shelf.
Yeah. Is that a new mount? We've seen Poltergeist before. Very full out Poltergeist. I don't know why this is a thing in Final Fantasy, but
I think
is.
it's from Nier, maybe.
Okay. Maybe. But I haven't seen Souko's map before.
Yeah, me neither.
I was
such-
eaten by a jellyfish.
It's such a tiny Souko. Souko is already tiny, but now Souko is even more tiny.
Wonderful.
Tribal mount. Oh, interesting.
Okay. Monokahai. A ranger. Are the new wards already in place? My colleagues yet toil upon their enchantments. I come unto thee in secret, that I might question thee outside their hearing.
But we are here.
Question me? I will speak with the one who undid my subtlest magecraft. He who invited an Imperial Legatus into this facility in hopes of engineering the man's demise at the hands of the Warrior of Light. You accuse me of masterminding this day's events? Yes.
Yeah, actually.
The plan may have been thy master's, but the deed was thine. Thou didst lure the legatus of the Sixth Legion into a trap from which he was not intended to emerge. 'Tis plain to me now that thy seeming opportunism in proposing his elimination was feigned, and that his death was the object of thy plan from the first. And you have proof of this? Thine own words betray thee. Thou didst speak of the Empire's desire to claim the Genesis expression, the existence of which even the learned Mistress Kryl was ignorant. Whence then did the Legatus come by such definitive knowledge? And then there is the matter of mine unraveled ward. None save one possessed of an otherworldly gift could have so swiftly effected its dissolution. Know thee of another blessed with such? Assuming these accusations have merit, what then? Full many times, and oft doth the pursuit of truth lead men down darkened paths. I take no issue with thy purpose. 'Tis but thy method I would call into question. In the Garlean Empire we have a common foe. Hast thou deigned to share thine intentions with Light or Mistress Kryl? 'Tis like that we would have closed the trap with less risk to life and more success. I sought to use the most dangerous secrets of Alec as bait. Who among you would agree to such a reckless plan? None, and with good cause. Irrespective, thou wert remiss in thy duty to thy comrades. I note with some disappointment that in matters concerning the primals and those who would control them, the cold rationality upon which thou so pridest thyself is conspicuous by its absence. Know that the salvation of this star is an end too vast for any of us to accomplish alone. Shouldst thou fail to trust in thy comrades, I foresee thy actions precipitating some terrible misfortune. Yes.
Yes, to all of that you said over the last half an hour.
The word salad you have thrown at me, I understand.
I don't really.
My sincerest apologies, Light. Arranger is correct in his suspicions. It was I who orchestrated this encounter with the Empire. I would ask that thou forgive Unokalhai this transgression, and keep mention of it from Mistress Kryl. 'Twould be a pity for one foolish decision to wither their budding camaraderie, ere it had a chance to bloom.
She was listening to everything.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
No, actually, she was just there standing, and she heard everything.
The weather. Look at the weather.
Yes, the weather of this part. There you are, you rotten idler. When Ishtola realized we were struggling with the wars alone, she was absolutely livid.
Ah, never mind the warring Triad. I have awoken Archon Ishtola's tempestuous wrath. In supplicant mood, shall I return at once, and there atone for mine indolence.
Yeah, you don't want
Ripper
Ishtola
Ranger.
angry.
F's in the chat.
Yes, in the chat. And we never see Orianger again. He gets just dropped off a cliff.
Come, Light. It is time we return to the Rising Stones. Yes. It is time. Ah. We have Robot Horse.
Wait. This horse would go well with my Power Ranger.
It would, actually.
For those who don't know what my Power Ranger is, let me stand next to the horse because he didn't get. The delay is really killing it.
It would fit.
I mean, the color is
PvP,
slightly different. I would have to go for a brighter one, but it has similar style.
I mean, it makes sense because your outfit is a PvP outfit, and there's a PvP mount.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Which reminds me, we need to get our PvP mounts too.
Up. Gopa.
We're not in party.
Gopa.
Oh.
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 Up. Since we're here, let's go unlock the next level of Sephiroth. It's underneath us, apparently. Oh, it's down here.
I read this as vacation mode.
Beep. Activating verification systems. Combat simulation request acknowledged. Awaiting tombstone data. There you go.
It's a
Though it
floppy
appears to be
disk.
naught more than a simple stone, Garland Ironworks engineers insist it contains reams of invaluable information gathered by the lost Allegan Empire on the subject of the fiend Sephiroth.
It's a floppy disk.
Flip. Data processed. Adversary warring Triad Sephiroth. Defining simulation parameters. Warning, threat level extreme. The Empire assumes no responsibility for death or injury resulting from participation in combat simulations.
Wait, you can die in a simulation?
Activating reality augmentation, initiating combat simulation. The Empire thanks you for volunteering to participate in this study. Post-mortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent participants. Your sacrifice is appreciated.
Like, thank you for dying. Hold on. Hold up a moment.
Extreme. Souko.
I think Souko left in the thingy.
Preserved upon the elegant tombstone you received from Unokalhai was an extraordinary history, a detailed record of the battles fought between the icon Sephiroth and the armies of Alag. After feeding the account of this epic conflict into Azazlar's verification system, you have succeeded in activating the node describes as a combat simulation. Can the enigmatic technology of the ancient empire truly manifest an enhanced simulacrum of the formidable fiend? Can this artificial incarnation truly surpass the threat posed by the original Sephiroth? There is but one way to know for certain. So, we should probably do this unsynced, I would imagine. We didn't do the extreme versions of A Realm Reborn unsynced, right? If you remember, Kuro. Gopa.
Do you realize what you just said? Remember,
relying
Kuro?
on your memory.
Remember, Kuro?
Oh.
Remember?
Oh no. These aren't extreme fights. It says it's an extreme version of the fight. It says extreme. Kappa. I mean, kata. It says extreme. Oh. Yeah, we'll do them unsynced. We'll do them unsynced. That's all good. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We got this. All right, Gopo, are you ready? I'll take the silence as a yes. Let's go.
I thought you didn't acknowledge that row.
What'd you say? Oh.
Every time Yaku says that silence means consent, you scold him about it.
Yeah, but in this case,
Ah,
I
okay.
think the context is important.
Okay.
It's Sephiroth.
It does not look like Sephiroth.
He's big and buffed.
So-
He's a tree.
We now know that he has the power to grow, so he grew additional arms? Question mark?
All right, let's go.
What do I do?
Shoot him in the face.
Okay, I can do that. He's trying to punch me. Oh, okay. What now?
Kill all the ads. Bearing in mind, when he gets big, he can knock you off the edge. So don't get knocked off the edge.
Huh?
I'm telling you ahead of time because if I didn't, you would have died. Okay?
Uh-huh. Are you really?
You would
You
have.
have so much-
100%. You.
Do you have so
I
much
have
faith that even with that information, I'm gonna know?
I have
What to
faith that
do.
without the information, you 100% would have died. Now it's
I
like
mean, no,
80%
yeah.
chance.
Also, hello, Bodrik. You're in time for music. Actually, how loud do I have my game? Okay, it's fine. Oh my.
Thank you for the follow. Do I know which one to go to? Nope.
I'm glad I picked correctly by accident.
Oh, I shouldn't be in that thing. Oh no. I died horribly. Go, Souko, go.
I survived!
You did it.
I survived till the end! I survived longer than light. Somebody clip this. We need to know.
There was a green circle on the ground and I thought we had to stand in it, but it killed you.
But when I stood in it, it didn't kill me.
Oh, it killed me.
What?
Cute.
What did we get?
What's the samurai sword?
Katana of Sephiroth. Yeah. That's an interesting sword.
If you want it, you can take it.
I don't know.
The debuff you get, whether it's the green one or the orange one, determines how these mechanics will hurt you. Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Souko.
Do you want the sword?
Nah. Just read on.
Okay. Do
Just
you want the
read on it.
coffer?
Just you can need it if you want.
I don't know.
It'll just be for glam. It'll just be for
yeah,
glam. Like,
Did Souko just jump off? Did I just see that? Yep.
yes. Are we ready for Veni Veni Viennas is a lyric from the One-Winged Angel. Ah, hello, Bodrick. And thanks for the follow, Eldin Arcus. Thank you. Good.
Does the note have something to say?
So today we're doing the Warring Triad quest line. Hopefully, we can do it all. We've already beaten one of the triads. Now we have two more. Fiend is my favorite song in the whole game. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It does sound like a kata song.
You can desynthesize the weapons for a chance to get the flowy weapon mat. Oh. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Souko, is it possible to solo that trial? Like I've soloed like Lorn March and I've soloed the whale. Is it possible to solo Extreme Sephiroth? Yes. Okay.
Is there a new entry? No, we have to.
It's hard though. Does that mean you have to solo it as a tank? Basically? Like just for reduced damage? And like self-healing? Tell me when you're ready to speak to him. Ah, okay.
I'm right.
Done it on Sage. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like Sage or tank, like to heal yourself, keep yourself alive. Okay. Once again, I must apologize for acting without your consent or counsel. As a gesture of repentance and a sign of good faith, allow me to share something of myself with you. As the Ranger suggested, I possess the gift of the Echo, though it is of a nature different from yours. Regardless, I would use my gift for the self-same purpose, the salvation of this star, and nothing possesses a greater threat to the world than the proliferation of primal harnessing technology. This I know only too well. What I'm about to divulge concerns the fate of another star entirely. On this other world, a magic was devised that allowed the realm's champions to use a stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. So armed, these heroic souls conquered god after god, oblivious to their weapon's fatal imperfection, its propensity to bleed primal energies. And with each victory, the heroes changed, transforming at last into fiends of endless appetite. Insatiable in their hunger for ether, they ultimately went to war over the star's ever-dwindling life force, and fought until there was nothing left. Thus, as Orianger so astutely observed, when I am faced with those who rush to embrace power unchecked, I lose all semblance of rationality. Is he talking about the Ashians, by the way?
I don't know, actually. Maybe.
If he's talking about the Ashians, are Ashians aliens?
Yeah, like I was about to say, did he just confirm that there are aliens? Aliens?
No, that my master too cares deeply about the fate of this star. I am his servant, his instrument, sent here to ensure that the same tragedy does not consume another world. Well, he's either an alien or they're talking about like another universe, like a parallel like dimension sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one or the other.
Oh, there's a new chapter.
Chapter 2, A Persistent Foe. The Gallian Empire's Sixth Legion has breached the core laboratories of Azisla's research facility. Seeking to prevent the Imperials from extracting the Genesis expression, the Warrior of Light and his allies pursued the Legatus and his soldiers, and succeeded in denying him the vital formula. The Gallians claim their interest in primal harnessing technology comes from a desire to constrain the entity's wanton destruction. But, while this purpose seems perfectly noble, such control would place the power of gods in the hands of a select group of men, who then might oppose the Emperor should he wish to sunder the world. And what guarantee prevents error and happenstance from setting the primals free? Ever would the threat of their accidental awakening loom above our heads. By harnessing a primal, one is also condensing and concentrating its vast energies. Upon the being's release, its long-suppressed power and simmering rancor explodes with unimaginable violence. With their potency increased far beyond that of the typical beastman summoned deity, the defeat of harness entities becomes exponentially more arduous. Such might can only be overcome with more might. But ultimately, the battle has no victor. When powers of this magnitude collide, they consume immense reservoirs of ether. The star will be drained of life before the clash can be decided, and all will crumble into oblivion.
I mean, that would explain why Asians live like on the edge of the space.
Space and time.
Yeah, because they're like in a different realm entirely.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if their planet got destroyed.
Onokalhai has urgent news to share on the current state of the warring Triad. Warrior of Light, if this world is to survive, we must needs move forward with our plan. Another pillar of the warring Triad must be toppled. The question of which has already been answered. Following our encounter with the Legatus, Archon Ishtola detected erratic etheric waveforms emanating from the sector containing the icon Sophia, known simply as the Goddess, in former times. Such readings can mean only one thing. She is close to awakening. Let us return to Azisla's forthwith and put an end to the primal deity, lest she rise again in her terrible glory. I'll meet you in Azisla.
Okay.
Did you just do a lap? Sure, I was right next to you.
I thought we were gonna keep going. Because we were running the other direction.
God damn it. You can do it. You can do it, Rooster. You can do it.
Struggling. He's really trying. His small wings were not made for this.
They really weren't. Can we go through this?
No.
Yes, we can.
Oh.
There you go. So was this Sephiroth?
Yeah, this is Sephiroth, so one of them is Sophia, right?
This doesn't look like a Sophia,
Why not?
because it's a guy.
Are you sure?
This is a Sophia.
Sure.
Okay.
She's small. Like, she has like a huge
is-
like
she
thing
is-
around her, but
Yeah,
she's small.
yeah. She's very small compared to the others. It's weird. Welcome back, Souko. Welcome back. We're about to unlock a new trial. Unokalhai. We appear to be the first to arrive. Shall we await our colleagues here? No. Could the sick legion have returned?
Mielikka, Unulkalhai. We're under attack. Ishtola and Uriange have engaged the foe not far from here. Kyrie is very fast.
Oh.
Shiny.
The first demiurge. Ha! Rarely is my shield thus tested. 'Twould seem the Alligans have not been lax in their recruitment.
Think you so? Mayhap your arm merely withered whilst you lay idle.
Still your tongues. We have stalled them long enough. With scales in hand, the goddess shall arise, and righteously cast off her cursed power, that she, with a wrathful Worm King at her side, might judge and thence bring balance unto all. Hear my words in despair, Alligans. Our goddess is awoken. Your civilization has birthed the instruments of its own undoing.
So, I take it those are the believers.
Yes and no. Like, they were probably also in stasis here as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why they don't know that we're not Alagans.
Yeah.
It is well that you are here, Mielikka. I should like to know what our assailants were saying. You understood their words, did you not?
'Twas a Mercidian dialect, if mine ears do not deceive, though one with Bereth's scant resemblance to any spoken in recent times. As for our antagonist's meaning, I do gladly defer to those blessed with the echo.
The one with the shield seemed to think we were Alagans. He recited what sounded like a verse of prophecy, then claimed that their goddess is awoken. Is that about right, Mielikka? And might we assume that this deity of theirs is the very icon we've come to topple?
Aye, from their tongue, their words, and their attire, 'tis like that our antagonists were Mercidian, thralls to the goddess Sophia, and victims of the Alligans' incursions. If, as crowd claimeth, they thought us agents of Allag, 'tis little wonder that they sought to bring us low. You suggest that Sophia's servants have been liberated from their containment. Then we have no choice but to accept word of her awakening as truth.
God help us. The warring Triad have proven formidable enough when we've roused them with a fraction of their true strength. Should Sophia break free at the peak of her powers, Mielikka and her friends won't stand a chance. Let us be about it then. Mielikka, Kryle, Nurkalhai, the three of you will make directly for Sophia's containment facility. Urianger and I will do what we can to occupy the Icon's thralls.
Mrs. Kryle, do you perchance recall the words of the prophecy in its entirety?
Let me see. I believe it was. With scales in hand, the goddess shall arise, and righteously cast off her cursed paw. Then, that she, with wrathful Wyrmking at her side, might judge and thence bring balance unto all.
Oh. History tells of a Mercidian nation comprised of a multitude of races, the foundations of which were built on the worship of a single deity, the goddess, as she was simply known. Grace the souls of her worshippers with perfect equilibrium, binding their disparate societies in gilded chains of harmony. In the present day, she is better known as Sophia, one of the incalculably powerful icons of the Warring Triad, and after 5,000 years of imprisonment, her failed plans of vengeance once more threaten to come to fruition. Defeat the wakened thralls, and slay the stirring goddess, lest her divine balance bring all the world to equal ruin. Oh, that is a shiny gunblade. Alright. What do I want to be? Takes herself up. Ah! Koppa. Pick your class of choice.
Should I not be bard?
You can be bard.
Yeah. I'm not 90 yet.
Okay. Alright, this is gonna be synced. I'll do this. Are we ready?
Either way,
Okay.
my voice is completely out. I've really been struggling these past few weeks. It's not good. It's worse than usual.
Gunbreaker. Mandeville Gunblade. Oh. I see. What is Souko? Astrologer. Mandeville Tokotem. Nice. Huh. I wonder, should we know what they do when going into this?
Nah.
I glammed over the Mandeville one with the finished relic from Shadowbringers. Oh, I see. Nice. Yeah, I think Souko also glammed over the Mandeville. Yeah. Relic thing from Heavensward.
Oh, this is Heavensward?
It's very... Yeah, very purple.
Yeah. We are still working on our weapons, on the anime weapons.
Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. No research, no knowledge, only doing for the equilibrium. Let's go.
What was the emote that we got recently?
Got a lot of
This one.
emotes.
This one.
Team spirit. It is no fiend though. I like the song from this fight too. Oh, nice. Are there any mechanics that we should know going into it, or should we be fine? Just avoid the stuff. Avoid all the stuff.
Wait, but if we're doing this thing, that means that this is an 8 people thing.
Yeah. We're in a queue for 8 people.
It's big.
All the trials are 8 people.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Aren't the heavens? Yeah, the other Heavens War trial. Yeah, the other when we did Sephiroth, it was 8 people.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it says right here, 1 to 8 people. Yeah. Thoradin was 8 people as well, and so was the whale.
No, the
And
way
so is
the way
Stokas-
it was
oh.
a lot of people. That's true.
All of them, they're all 8 people. All the trials are 8 people. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. God damn.
Remember
Opa.
Kuro?
Goodbye.
Remember Kuro? we should have that. We should have this as like point redemption. Remember Kuro?
God damn.
I'm actually adding this to it. No, I can't. I don't have points. You should add it to your channel. Remember Kuro with a text field. Just let people redeem. Remember Kuro?
Know how scales work. What do you mean? Do we have to Oh, we have to balance the scales during the fight. That sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun, actually. In before it's not fun.
And before we have to equally split people up in half.
Yeah, and
for
there will
each
be
side
this
of
one
the
person who
scales.
will keep running,
Yes. It'd be amazing.
and then you will be running in circles as well, so nobody knows where you're going.
It'd be amazing. Oh yeah, Kuppa, Christmas is over.
No, it's not.
Yeah, isn't Heaven's Turn starting? Like
Yeah,
in a
it
couple of days?
started like the 31st, but
Oh, it's already started.
yeah, it's already started. But I keep my decorations up. I don't take down my decorations on New Year's.
So that means we have to do the Heaven's Turn event.
We do.
We'll do that next time.
Okay. Also,
So most of my samurai. Oh, it's where your glam came from.
yeah, because
Interesting.
it's like Asia inspired.
Well, all the other Heaven's Turn events only get you the Kabuto helmet.
Yeah,
We only get helmets, right?
yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Also,
It sounds like we may get a full set.
Oh. Also, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Starlight event that I recorded has been published yesterday, in case anybody missed it.
We already had a rabbit helmet, so they just gave us armor. Nice. That's really cool.
Wait, Kata, does that mean the game has been here for 12 years already?
Yeah. That's interesting. That means that they're not redoing the previous helmets. Or
Yeah.
maybe they are, but they're also adding the rest of the gear.
Maybe you can buy them. I know you can buy them like for money, but maybe you can buy them.
Oh,
at the
okay.
event.
I see. Realm Reborn is coming up to 10 years old. Right.
Who is this? He's tall. We have a very tall guy in our party.
Oh, it's like a sarcophagus.
I leave the goddess in your capable hands. Just watch out for her worshippers.
Why is she so naked?
This is amazing.
Why is she mounting a face?
She summoned a head. She literally summoned a
The
head.
unenlightened come.
I am terrified.
Let's go.
So what is this music? Should I move? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I actually had my hands off the keyboard, so that was unfortunate.
Know you the full weight of death.
Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I assumed that would happen.
Yeah, because she's standing on the edge. Everyone's here, so I'm gonna come here too.
To me, my faithful.
Oh, that's...
Hey, we're going up. Maybe. Okay, one has a one. Let's go for this guy. Uh-oh. I couldn't go.
Come forth, scales of revelation.
Where's the face going?
I would know the weight of your souls.
Ah!
Okay, now who ate too much? We need to be equal.
Can you bring equilibrium? I shall tip back the balance.
Oh no! Okay, I understand.
Do you?
Yeah. I was knocked off.
Were you not even? Were
I
you
was
not in equilibrium?
imba. I was imbalanced.
sin must be balanced with suffering.
I think I did it right. I'm so proud of myself.
Souko did it right for you, but yeah,
I mean, look, I didn't move away.
it's true.
Give me some credit.
You didn't panic.
No, when I realized what's happening, then I moved to Souko too. So where did my dots go?
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Is something behind us? This is very near the music. Uh-oh. Why did everybody go to the other side? It's not good. I picked wrong.
Look away.
My revelations are lost.
We did it.
Did. Why was there a zoom on her jiggling books?
Because she's jiggling.
But that was sudden.
GG.
Yes. Recommendation for the healer who had to bring us back twice.
True. Hey, that was nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Hello, Asher. Hello.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
I see the goddess is no more. Well done. Once Krai and Unurkaihe have rejoined us, we may safely depart. One thing yet puzzles me, however. How did Sophia's servants come to wake from their slumber? I believe we have the answer to that.
We discovered the remains of a Gallian soldier in an adjacent sector of the containment facility. 'Tis like that the fool ventured too close to Sophia during the Empire's previous incursion, and was enthralled for his troubles. Another reminder, if any were needed, as to the incalculable threat posed by these beings. The goddess would not even have been conscious when she claimed the man's will, and yet his mistake granted her the means to release her servants, and would have resulted in her liberation had we not been on hand to intervene. I do much wonder what the Icon's pawn was capable of so effectively manipulating the facility's containment systems. How came he by such rarefied knowledge? That too is easily explained. During our investigation, Krile discovered a subtle flaw in one of the mechanisms which held the goddess in check, a flaw which had plainly been added intentionally. Upon examining the facility's records of the period, we were able to piece together the story. It was a time towards the end of the Third Astral Era, when the peoples of Meracidia faced extinction at the hands of the Allegan Empire. Sophia, a being of incomparable cunning, was said to have communicated certain plans to her servants through the medium of a trusted oracle. Following the oracle's instructions, they duly conspired with a rebel faction within Allag, who, we believe, agreed to tamper with the prison intended for Sophia. And then the goddess and her thralls chanced to be captured, though we suspect that this had always been their plan.
Indeed. The prison was situated at the heart of Allag, and we think they intended to attack the city from within. They would merely have had to wait for the rebels to exploit the weakness in their confines.
But the conspirators' dealings with the Meracidians were exposed before they could enact their plot, and all were summarily executed. It seems the floor itself remained undiscovered, however, and might have remained so until the end of days had it not been for the actions of the Archbishop, and subsequently the Garleans.
I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass had their scheme been successful. Mayhap the answer lies in the prophecy.
Krile had the right of it. The words may be deciphered thus. The cursed Pal speaketh of Sophia's prison, from which she was supposed to emerge at the agreed hour. The Worm King, meanwhile, can be none other than the great Bahamut himself, then yet a prisoner, whom the goddess did intend to unleash upon Allag to set right the scales of justice.
A foolhardy plan. Had it come to fruition, the two of them would surely have raised their young. Not would have been spared in the devastation, the Meracidians' homeland included.
Their home already stood at the brink of oblivion. Mayhap they wished for naught else but to purge the poison of Allag with primal fire. The tale teaches us that even the greatest of man's creations may yet be brought low by a single act of treachery. The Allegans were fools to place their trust in technological bondage. To shackle such beings is but to delay the inevitable. Naught save their total destruction shall free us from their menace. Let us return now to the Rising Stones, and there consider the final steps of this most needful task. To be fair, Sophia was in prison for 3,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not that bad at their job.
Yeah. Bearing in mind that this was 3,000 years without any maintenance, you know?
Exactly.
Like...
I mean, I guess there are robots to maintain, kind of.
Yeah, but like they could, they would have been able to continue to maintain and
yeah, and
upkeep.
the only
Orianger's like, look, see, clearly this would never work, and it's like, well, I mean,
well, it kind of did. Like the only reason that these things are happening is because somebody tampered with it. Because somebody, and I don't mean like back in the Allag, I mean like, as they said, the Archbishop like started getting involved.
And that was only because the Allegan Empire is already dead, which had nothing to do with the primals that they imprisoned, by the way. Yeah. The threat posed by this facility is far greater than you can imagine, Orianger, and one not limited to the icons themselves. Sophia's remaining servants must be put down. Uh-oh. Warning, deactivating stasis chamber support systems will result in subject termination. Enter identification code to continue.
He's Allagan. He's gonna have a code.
Identification code accepted. Subjects terminated.
I told you. Or maybe he uses the echo to know.
We can't scold him for this because I'm pretty sure we did the same to the dragons.
I mean, yeah.
In the Coils of Bahamut. I'm pretty sure we killed all the stasis
Yeah,
dragons.
it was considered merciful.
Yeah. to the Rising Stones. Welcome back, Souko. Welcome back. So, hello, Asher. What have you been up to?
I like how Asher
Are
pops
you
in just to
alive?
ban some people. Yes, he
I
is.
think they were both. I don't know.
Yeah, they were both. But like, I think he's actually a faster mod than I am, which is not something I say lightly because I was the fastest cranky mod way back when.
It's because Asher has so much APM.
Yes, clearly.
Let's go in.
Is there a new chapter?
I'm ready to
Okay,
speak
okay.
now. Is not amiss, Warrior of Light. Akonishola mentioned that there was a matter she wished to discuss.
Oh.
Oh?
She knows. Well met, Mielikka. You will forgive me if I seem curt, but I would settle an account with our young friend. While conducting a final sweep of Sophia's containment facility, we discovered that all of her remaining thralls had perished in their stasis chambers. This was your doing.
Aye, it was. I chose to act upon the knowledge revealed within the tombstone we recovered. The true purpose of these prisons is far more horrifying than we first assumed. The aliens were not simply observing the icons and siphoning away their energies. They were conducting experiments in preparation for a far more ambitious project. If you'll recall, both the fiend and the goddess were imprisoned within massive spherical structures. These spheres were the prototypes which paved the way for the successful construction of an artificial celestial body.
You speak of the Lamud.
Aye. The Icon's cages were unmistakably of the same design as the Red Moon. To be plain, the research facility contains the seeds of 3 calamities which might feasibly be visited upon a chosen target. Eliminating one of them necessitated the destruction of the goddess's slumbering thralls, a distasteful task unbefitting one such as the Warrior of Light. We did it already, but okay.
Look, he doesn't know that.
Thus did I resolve to perform the deed myself.
You have made your case, and it is apparent that we were not in full possession of the facts. Nevertheless, your notion of what may or may not be expected of Mielikka is presumptuous in the extreme. When the Warrior of Light chose to join the Scions, she did so in the knowledge that she would be required to face and destroy not only the Primals, but also their fanatical servants. That which you term a distasteful task is an essential part of our calling, a burden which every Scion is sworn to shoulder.
I see. 'Twould seem I misjudged the depth of your resolve.
No matter. Assuming I have made myself understood, we need not to speak of it again. There is, however, one other subject which merits discussion. You determined that Sophia's thralls were awoken by a Gallian soldier who had somehow gained access to the containment area, did you not? If that is the case, it seems highly doubtful that the interloper wandered into such a dangerous part of the facility by chance. Dissidents within the Empire claim that the 6th Legion is rife with agents under orders to thwart the Legatus mission by any means necessary. Lest you imagine that we have allies in Garlemald, I should clarify that their motive is wholly uncharitable. Regula van Hydrus rose to the top of the Gallian military on merit alone, and is fiercely loyal to the Emperor for recognizing his efforts. His compeers, by contrast, rose through the favor of the established order, and would accordingly do anything to see him fail.
That they would be so reckless. You truly believe that the actions of these agents contributed to the recent crisis?
Aye, and that they pose no less risk to the realm than those loyal to the Emperor. Plainly, we must needs continue to do all in our power to prevent the technologies of Alag from falling into the hands of man. On that point, at least, we have ever been in complete agreement.
Oh,
Chapter?
the book.
Sophia.
The goddess has fallen, and only one pillar of the warring triad remains. According to the records we discovered upon Sophia's destruction, the Icon had once schemed to bring the Allegan Empire to ruin from within. The histories also spoke of her followers, and how they perceived the ever-expanding Imperials as anathema to the world's balance. Equilibrium is Sophia's domain. Her worshippers saw the righting of the scales as their sacred duty, and thus did they resist the Allegans' invasion with holy fervor. Never mind that the summoning of an icon did upset their precious balance all the more. The concept of balance is, however, of great interest to my master. A world must have both light and darkness, and a sudden surge of either will endanger its very existence. Upon our first meeting, my master spoke thus: I am not the light's servant, but for the present I must serve. One cannot arbitrate equilibrium if one is not fluid of stance. The tenets of our justice are found not in light nor darkness, nor the grey shades in between. We but seek to enforce that which prevents the visitation of oblivion, to moderate the endless waves of war such that neither side claims victory. That is our charge.
So that's once again suggests Asians.
No, Asians are... They're the evil side.
Yeah, but they also speak about balance.
But they're supposed to be they're supposed to serve Zodiac.
I mean,
if you
they are
remember. And
darkness.
yeah. Alright, the last pillar to fall. No, sorry. Top to bottom. The Deific Simulacrum. Unul Kalhai has a gift for you. Give me the USB.
It's a floppy disk, I'm telling you.
I would like you to have this, Warrior of Light. Oh. It is an Allegan tombstone, similar to the one we recovered after your victory over Sephiroth. The records contained within describe the goddess at the height of her power, and will enable Azislah's reality augmentation technologies to generate an idealized simulacrum of Sophia against whom to test your skills. From what I've been able to determine, this formed part of a greater trial intended to test Alag's elite warriors. Quite how it will compare to the challenge presented by the Fiend's tombstone, I cannot say. I suppose there is only one way to be certain. Visit the verification node on Azizlah and witness firsthand what awaited the champions of Eld. Okay. Unul Kalhai has a request regarding the final icon of the Warring Triad. There we go. Greetings, Warrior of Light. But one pillar of the Warring Triad remains. Zorvan, the icon known as the Demon.
Zervan? You mean the primal Zerg?
According to the histories I have uncovered, this monstrous being was worshipped by a race of Mercidian beastmen. These creatures are the key to maintaining Zorvan's manifestation, and we can be sure that many such thralls will be imprisoned somewhere within the research facility. It is imperative that we determine their exact location as swiftly as possible. We dare not risk repeating the near disaster we suffered at the hands of Sophia's servants. As such, your fellow Scions have already begun an exhaustive search, but there are several sectors which only you, Kral, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Let us make our way to Azizlah forthwith and aid the investigations. I'll meet you in Azizlah. sponge. Huh.
Oh, we can work on this?
Ah.
Yes.
We're on our way.
So I assume these like wearing Triad things were like released as chapters, right? Over time.
Yes. Yeah, over patches. It'd be like one patch, then the next patch, and the next patch.
Uh-huh. I think Souko broke.
Ah, Souko. Underneath
going?
us. Here.
Oh my.
Okay, verification node. Blip. Activating verification systems. Enlistment program request acknowledged. Awaiting tombstone data. There you go. Hand it. Data processed. Adversary warring Triad Sophia. Threat level extreme. Successful applicants will progress to elite squad induction. Families of unsuccessful applicants will receive twice standard death benefits. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. 2 times the death benefits. That's pretty good.
At least they
Before
got something.
initiating this program, elite squad applicants must agree to extensive physical data corrupted, unable to verify input. Applicant agreement accepted. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Activating reality augmentation. Initiating enlistment program. The Empire thanks you for its service. Post-mortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent applicants. Your sacrifice is appreciated.
I like that it always ends with words your sacrifice is appreciated. It's like they expect you to die.
We're being appreciated. Ah. A new tombstone discovered by Unokalhai contains records of ancient battles with Sophia, specialized data which will enable Azizlar's miraculous reality augmentation technologies to generate a simulacrum of the goddess at the height of her power. Have you the strength to overcome this challenge? As the champions of Alag once did, enter the combat simulation and test your might. Okay. This is for Sophia Extreme.
Sophie? Who's Sophie?
Sophie. Red tank time. Ah.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Let's go. Oh, Kata's going in as a summoner.
Mm-hmm. She did say ranked red tank.
Sure. We're going down the elevator.
Are we watching the cinematic?
I'm watching the cinematic. I want to see if it's different. I appreciate the sarcophagus like theme. It's nice.
Like she was actually bound.
Yeah. But she wasn't bound with any clothes.
She wasn't.
Ah, and she's handling balls.
Oh my god. But why is
She's
she
got a
riding
big
ahead?
I don't know.
Oh boy. She could have been naked when handling balls. Okay. Okay, Kata. Why is there a dragon?
To me,
This is when she summons her ads. Yeah.
Oh, I'm standing.
Okay.
come forth,
Titan!
scales
Oh,
of
that's-
revelation.
That's Kata.
I would know the weight of your souls.
No! I was just on the edge. Smurge.
Can you bring equilibrium
Literally on the
where
edge.
one doth not suffice?
I just want to point out, Lit has already fallen twice.
Yeah, but that's because I wanted to, like, actually
No,
see.
no, 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 this
if
is
I
a
could-
win for me because
Hear
usually it's
the
me
echoes
falling.
of truth.
I only fallen once.
Hear the echoes
Oh,
of
there's
truth.
And there's more offers.
Revelations are lost.
Sophia's choice. We did it.
Wait, and her boobs are still jiggling.
Uh-huh. Item level 255. Oh my god.
I mean, that's still lower than we did.
Yeah, but this is a pretty big jump from what it was before.
Mm.
So Sephiroth was 220, and this has jumped up to 255. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can I have the coffer?
Just click need on the coffer.
But I'm asking if you want it.
Click need on. Sophia came in a later patch. Yeah. I wonder what the demon is going to be then. If this is 255, then the demon should be like 270, right?
Maybe.
Or maybe even 275.
Now, what should I open this as?
Punch. Okay, go.
But what do you think would look good as a Sophia weapon?
I don't know. I don't know what they look like. Like the pole arm didn't really help with what things look like.
Let me know where you're ready.
Okay.
Mielikka, it is good we caught you. The facility has been swarmed by Imperial troops.
By their standards, did we judge them soldiers of the Sixth? Aye. Once more doth Regula van Hydrus stretch forth his hand to seethe the forbidden fruits of Alag. And once more have our meticulous wards been swept aside like so many cobwebs. Your meddlesome wards were destroyed from within by the pulsating energies of an icon. Nay. Put up your weapons and listen. The followers of Zorvan have awakened, and they toil to rouse their master.
The demons worshippers, yet slumber when we confronted Sophia. Could the tampering of her trolls have been more widespread than we thought?
They shared a common enemy. 'Tis not unthinkable that they would seek to free all those the Alag had imprisoned. Yes, yes. The cage doors are open, and whilst you stand here quibbling over who picked the locks, my soldiers are inside the facility risking their lives and their sanity. They have volunteered to face death to prevent Zorvan's servants from waking him in the fullest of his powers. Now, assuming you have at last understood the gravity of the situation, it is time that I rejoin them.
But you cannot hope to succeed. The icon will enslave the minds of any who draw near.
Thus did I seek out those with the power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhap my men will not perish in vain. You propose an alliance. I have delved into the depths of this place and found its technology wanting. These mechanisms have failed to hold their prisoners, and such broken artifacts are unfit to bring before the Emperor. Twice have you bested me in combat. Will you now lend me that strength and stand against our mutual foe?
It was in opposing your reckless schemes that Israel was lost to us. You expect us to simply forgive and forget all that has come before?
I had to Google Ysael. I guess Shiva. Okay.
You don't remember Israel? Come on.
I forgot her name. I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment. But of course, I am dealing with savages. I will not stand here and justify the death of the Ice Maiden. We pursued our ideals, and you pursued yours. Such was the result, and mayhap you might consider another point. In these endless clashes, we have all lost comrades dear to us. Yet I choose to put aside past grievances, to beg your champion's aid, to appeal to your reason. Thou art willing to build a bridge of common purpose upon such tremulous foundations. Yes. I too am hesitant to accept this arrangement, Arkhamishtola, but the offer has been made to the Warrior of Light, and 'tis his involvement which shall ultimately sway its outcome. I shall abide by Light's decision.
It's funny when they say Light's decision because it's like the Warrior of Light, so Light's decision is like...
Zorvan must be stopped.
Yes. I mean, they made a fair point. Then for better or worse, we shall fight at your side.
Mistress Kryl and I are also resistant to primal influences. We shall aid you where we can. Then, let us be on our way.
Oh, hold on. And... Above the goddess is what I have. It's literally what I use. Edge of the goddess.
Oh, they are very glowy.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's a fancy sword.
No kalhai. Kapa. Our companions have already passed through to the research facility. We should not lag behind.
No.
Do we not need to disband the party?
I guess not.
Oh.
The demon's tears.
Like a suckling babe, he feedeth upon the ether siphoned unto him by his thralls. We must needs deprive him of his sustenance. Then we must destroy those devices. They're crocodile men.
The crocodile. Halt! Witness your soldiers.
Why do they have swords and shields? Usually they have guns.
They do. I guess these ones weren't paid enough.
They have turned one against the other. Even half awake, Zorvan corrupts and converts those who enter his aura.
He has a face. The three of us then. Mielikka, Unukalhai. We rush in together in each disable a generator. We cannot give them the chance to rally a defense.
There are 4 mechanisms by my count. If I can avoid the icons of miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one. We, all of us, have pledged our lives to... Keep your lives. I'd rather you tend to my fallen. Some may yet survive with their minds intact. He saved us from a Urianger speech.
He did. Actually did. And he also saving his own... Like, see, this is what we were talking about. Like, this is like, he's doing more of what Gaius kinda was.
I know not if my strength will be enough. I'm no champion. The battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with a unique talent and an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. We strike.
Oh my.
Oh, it's all just cutscene. Let's go.
Fancy. Just crash the place. Whatever. I crashed the pillar with a bow. Makes sense. God, Zurvan is... Unukalhai!
Ah!
Why did I shoot it with a bow? I'm arranged. See, he has a gunblade.
Does.
Oh my.
Ah! Is he gonna mind control him? He broke his sword!
I mean, it's impressive that he was able to hold him this long.
Save him. Save him.
He slumbers once more.
Give him mouth to mouth.
We have healers.
You saved me. Why? I told you, boy. Yours is a gift too precious to waste. A gift the Emperor may one day have need of in his war upon these untamable icons. Emperor Varus, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. I'd gladly give my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Zorvan. Heal him.
We have so many healers.
We must needs withdraw and prepare our assault. At the cost of his very life, the legatus has prized upon for us, a window of opportunity. He's dead.
He is dead, apparently.
We can talk to people. So Twishdola.
Okay.
Twishdola.
It is not often that I dare approach so closely to entities such as Zurvan. How sharply am I reminded of the burden we place upon those whom are blessed with the echo.
Very ancient. These wounded soldiers will live, but further battle is beyond them. I've counseled them to remain here until their compatriots are alive to bear them home. Right.
Oh Christ, I didn't notice crime. I had fought Regula, a cold and ruthless man, but he showed surprising compassion for his soldiers. And it also seems he placed great trust in his emperor. If Regula could be convinced that the technology for containing primas is fatally flawed, then mayhap Varys can be convinced as well.
Korean. Forgive me if I show little gratitude for my rescue. It is said that Emperor and Van Hydrus were childhood friends. Foul fortune that we should be the ones to bring news of his death.
Oh, so that explains a lot.
The research facility crawls with Zurvan's faithful, and they will not cease in the efforts to rouse them. If you would honor the Legatus' sacrifice, then you must slaughter those fiends to the last. Oh my god, hi. He's dead. Had I only been stronger.
Enough of that. There will be time for regrets after we've rid the world of Zurvan. Cry has the right of it. The demon has fallen back into torpor for now, but we must act swiftly if Regula's death is to have meaning. The survivors speak of an army of thralls loose in the facility, and we must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon.
Let us then concentrate upon diverting them from their task. Mr. Skrile and Master Unokalhai, prithee secure the controls to Zurvan's shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Arkanishtola and I shall forge ahead and strike down those thralls as would seek to harry you. Warrior of Light, thine is, as ever, the most perilous duty. Gather to thee thy trusted companions and extinguish from this realm the fires of the demon himself.
Forge ahead. Huh?
It's a cannon rush.
I mean, you don't put forge ahead for a cannon rush.
Yeah, you go forge first.
I guess.
The Legatus spoke truly. The thick of battle is no place to question oneself, and I will accept any forthcoming duty with certitude or not at all.
Cry it. The last pillar of the warring Triad is set to fall. Let's see to this to the end, Mielikka. Do they have something new?
We will bear the Legatus' remains back to Garlemald. His favorite blade was shattered, but may your own weapon claim vengeance in its stead. When I volunteered for this mission, it was in the knowledge that my death would serve a greater purpose. It fell too quickly. Too quickly. The sword isn't on the ground.
They put him together nicely. Wasn't he like cat? Huh?
We must exit.
That's basically what you're saying, what you're doing.
Okay. Okay. Only one pillar of the Warring Triad remains, Zurvan the Demon, worshipped by a Mercidian race of centaur-like beings. This icon manifested upon the physical plane as an embodiment of eternal victory, And yet, despite his godlike might, Zurvan was captured. He has languished in his Allegan-made prison now for 5,000 years. His primal desire for justice swelling in magnitude with each passing millennium. Through an unlikely alliance with the 6th Imperial Legion, you and your companions were able to prevent a catastrophic awakening orchestrated by the demon's thralls, but your work is not yet finished. Honor the sacrifice of Regula von Hydrus, and remove the threat of Zulvan from this world once and for all. Okay, this is for Zorvan. Ready, check. We have our sage.
We do. Actually, we have 2 healers. Interesting. Also, I don't know if you see, but Kata actually is a doctor.
The doctor is in.
I said the same thing when I saw Kata like that. I just want someone to come in here and see what is happening. With Kata just chilling, me doing push-ups.
I am a harm assist.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, there are so many totems.
Oh, the totems.
Why are there so many totems?
Okay, if you get 99 of them, you get them out.
Crying.
But yeah, I want them to give us an Imperial leader that we can, like, befriend in a way. Like, this would have been the guy, except he died.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was Nero, but he defected. And then
I
Gaius is gone. Like, there's
I feel like
there's no one left.
it would be hard for us to befriend Nero because we know how ruthless he was to his own soldiers.
Well, not befriend, but, like, not have them as an enemy and, like, have more a more, like, neutral entity residing within the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have one right now.
Yeah.
To be fair, I guess it's because, like, our focus isn't on the Empire at the moment, but, like, it would
But
be nice.
that's exactly
It would
the
be nice.
point. Because our focus isn't on the Empire, we could have someone be friendly.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about with, like, as we watched the 1-0 story, that Gaius actually had a few like quest lines where he was actually working together with the adventurer.
Nero just wants to get back with his boyfriend Sid, and then he turned into a purple man. He's still there, right? He's still, like, in the world of darkness, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
that. He's in the world of dark. No, wait. Was he saved? I can't remember. He was going to sacrifice. He was going to sacrifice
saved.
himself.
I think he was saved.
Yeah. In the cinematic, he was going to sacrifice himself, and then the twins saved him, and they brought him back, right? Yeah. Now he's purple. But he defected from the Empire, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he defected or if I remember well, he's considered the. Didn't like they, like kick him out of the Empire?
No, he defected.
Okay.
He left, and so then they kicked him out.
So how are you doing,
We have
chat?
to wait. We have to wait 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
So if anyone in the chat has this unlocked, then feel free to join us.
Join us. Hello, Vortex. Hello. Buenos dias, papi. Buenos dias.
The moon is very bright today, by the way.
I can't see the moon from in here.
I mean, like IRL moon.
Oh. Oh.
So Vortex, when are you playing? It's your last chance to get the ship mount.
Yes, we can ride the sheep. Oh, we're in.
We're in.
We're in. Let's go. Vámonos, papi. Alright, let's go. We're fighting Zorvan, the demon.
That's Eric. I mean, what?
There's been enough sacrifice for one day. We must take the chance we've been given and defeat Zervan now.
Oh my god. One of our Lalas is so cute. Did you see her?
She's smaller than Souko.
She's smaller and she has like this nice pink sweater. Like, it's very cute. Okay, what do we do? Lead the way.
I don't know, but it's a circle, so we probably have to run around at some point.
Probably. Just gonna stand where everybody else is standing. That seems to be the strategy. Oh, now I see.
Oh,
Yeah, that.
oh.
Oh.
You don't want to be there. That means we have to stack.
Hey, at least our tank knows what they're doing. Because I think the tank directs.
Stop destroying the ground. How are we meant to fight you without a ground?
He has two heads.
It's like the goddess.
Good and evil, the war eternal. My doubt is fled.
Okay, what now? Ah!
Nice.
Stack?
Stack. Stack on Kata. We'll save you. Don't be in front of him.
Yeah, when he's turning around, I'm like, Diana. That's suspicious.
He's flying.
We got a good one. Stack.
Stack on Souko. Save Souko.
What's he doing?
I shall rise above all.
Everybody's
Bear
running.
witness to my will.
He's there behind the rocks, by the way.
Come back. Oh no!
Bow to mine infallible judgment.
That's new.
Ah.
He cut the screen.
He froze us and then cut the screen.
He did.
Suffer in endless torment.
I feel like his tail is gonna smack us. Do we have multiple? Maybe.
I'm also losing health.
Oh, I shouldn't. Yeah, we can't stand on that.
Probably not.
Then stand in front of him. We did it. We didn't do
He
it.
escaped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Stack on Kata.
Ah, can I survive this?
Save Kata.
I did.
Suffer in endless
We
torment.
did it. Good job.
What left?
Suval
Look,
was so
look,
mean.
this
He kept targeting our healers.
Yeah, he was.
What were you saying?
No, no.
Okay. Oh.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
Incredible as always, Mielikka. Hopefully that will be the last our world sees of the likes of Zervan. Every one of his thralls has been slain as far as we can determine. Our victory over the warring Triad is complete.
An impossible feat had we not been blessed with your cooperation. Let us not forget the efforts of Regula van Hydrus and his men. Without their noble sacrifice, the demon would have awoken far sooner and possessed of far more formidable energies. The bodies of the fallen now accompany the survivors on the return journey to Garlemald. 'Tis known that the Imperials recognize no god, yet they would honor the dead in their own fashion.
And when next we meet, our fleeting alliance will surely be forgotten. It was an interesting exchange, nonetheless. They spoke of their present ruler as a man who values self-sufficiency. Varys befriended Regula in their youth, it seems, and was highly impressed by his martial prowess. It is common knowledge that Regula's rise to legatus was in great part advocated by the Emperor himself. Regula freely admitted his shortcomings when it came to politics, and it was Varys' unconditional support that served to win his undying fealty. One does not expect such tales of comradeship to lurk beneath the Emperor's iron exterior.
Contrary to all expectations, the man died a hero. Witnessing the way you all leapt into danger without hesitation, it would seem I am surrounded by heroes. And yet, my own actions were aught but heroic. I have not the qualities nor the character to stand at the Warrior of Light's side.
What a curious thing to say. Are you truly concerned that you do not measure up to some arbitrary requirement?
If you knew of the path I walked to reach this place, then you would understand why I doubt myself so. Return with me to the Rising Stones, and I shall tell you of it. Pray anon to the Rising Stones.
I still think my new favorite phrase, my new favorite phrase is "Pray return to adult mess." Because that's what the guy in Samurai Quest called the Other's Nest. The adult mess. So Onurka High. Onurka High.
Is there another chapter?
No.
No. With your victory over Zovan, the warring Triad is finally defeated. I am afraid, however, that mine own efforts have often been more hindrance than help, and you and your fellow Scions deserve to hear the reasons behind my actions. Hi.
Hi.
I promise to tell you of my journey, of who I am, of where I am from. The truth is, I'm not of this world. We did guess you were an alien.
Yeah.
Or from a parallel universe.
What does the word mean?
I was born of a different star. A child whose power of the echo was too feeble to save his dying world. A child who, unlike you, never became a warrior of light.
But if he's an alien, then why does he look like a human?
When all I knew stood on the brink of destruction, I was yet half grown. Had I been born but a handful of years earlier, history may have written a different tale. The seeds of other heroes that had yet to fully sprout may not have withered and perished. The star I failed to save is known to you now as the Void. Ah. That's where Nero was. We were in the Void. The light knew not that I spoke of my homeland. I've explained to him, before the cause of its ruin, a magic was devised to contain a defeated primal's might within a stone known as Orosite. The energies which bled from this imperfect vessel gradually corrupted the champions who wielded it. These heroes became slaves to an insatiable hunger for ether, eventually transforming into hideous fiends, and none who clung to the faint traces of light were strong enough to oppose them. The demons next turned upon each other in a war which drained the land's ether in ever greater amounts, until one day the star was suddenly swallowed in a flood of darkness. An entire world unmade in an instant. The void scent you encounter here in this realm are the twisted remnants of once mortal beings who gnaw on what motes of life force remain.
But wait,
So-
does that mean that what is Papa Graf is also
Oh. And as I lay dying, beaten and broken in my failed last stand, 'twas my present master who found my tormented spirit and bore me away to the rift betwixt worlds. 'Twas he who first introduced me to Urianger. At my mentor's feet did I learn of the nature of reality, of the existence of mirrored worlds, and the eternal struggle between dark and light. Sudden and overwhelmingly superiority for either side will shatter the balance, and the world in question will be returned to the void by a calamity beyond imagining. As the self-appointed custodian of this balance, my master warned me that the source, the first of all worlds, slips perilously close to oblivion. In what spirit did this master proffer such a warning? A benevolent gesture or a veiled threat? To these questions and more do I mean to coax forth answers. Yet no matter his intention, that Heidelin doth teeter on a knife's edge is an undeniable truth. Knowing this, what choice was given you to make? I chose to join my master and act as his instrument in this star, on this star. The tragedy that befell my home cannot be repeated. I will see this world saved. And yet I hesitated. At the most crucial of moments, what right have I to stand alongside a true warrior of light? In thine own words, thou wert called before thy time, and I offer that thou dweltest over much on the question of what maketh the hero. The search for the answer leaveth thee paralyzed by doubt. Heed me, Master no Kalai. Thou needest not believe thyself a hero to perform great deeds. 'Tis the deed itself which earned thee the hero's mantle.
Aye. The ideas you hold can be less important than having the faith to act upon them. Regula's loyalty to the Emperor guided his actions until the last, and though we did not see eye to eye on many things, his final deeds can be called not less than heroic. Personally, I find that faith in my companions allows me to act unhindered by uncertainty. I know that should I ever falter, Mielikka and the others will be there to support me, or steer me back onto the right path if needed.
I see. In the days leading up to my world's destruction, I was entirely alone. I never knew what it was to have such comrades.
I cannot imagine the loneliness you must have felt. But look around you now, Unukalhai. You're not alone anymore.
Why is Alfino not here?
Look. Welcome to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I feel like Alfino should be a part of this.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I feel like this has all been pretty important and that he should know.
Shh.
And they're around the same age as well, so they can actually just be friends.
I think he's a bit younger.
It doesn't matter. I will fulfill my promise to save this world, and when I stumble, I shall be glad to have your hands there to steady me. My apologies. This is difficult for me. For so long have I spoken from behind a mask. We should all feel comfortable speaking without such concealments.
Says the guy in goggles. I should hope you appreciate the irony of that statement, Urianger.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Kyle is too excited for everything. Is there a new chapter?
The Warring Triad.
There's a chapter. in the book.
Zorvan. The followers of Zorvan were broken from their slumber, likely the doing of Sophia's worshippers, and immediately began attempting to rouse their master in the fullness of his power. We fought ourselves to an unexpected alliance with the forces of the 6th Legion, and rushed inside the research facility to put a stop to the Thrall's ambitions. Although we succeeded in this initial endeavor, the effort cost the lives of many Imperial soldiers, including that of Regula von Hydrus himself. Seizing the opportunity their sacrifice brought to us, the Warrior of Light led a company of Echo-blessed champions against the half-woken demon, and cast down the final pillar of the Warring Triad. Upon discovering the flaws apparent in the Allagan's technology, the Legatus chose to abandon its acquisition, and looked to recruit the aid of the Scions with nary a moment's hesitation. His was a decision motivated not by glory, but by loyalty to his Emperor. Above all, he strove to enforce the will of his childhood friend, and ensure that the primal threat hanging over this star would be eradicated. Over the course of our quest to eliminate the Warring Triad, the meddling of the Gallian Empire has been our greatest obstacle. That an officer so lofty within its ranks should recognize the danger and make such a rational choice is a significant development in our war against the primals. Ere the star upon which I was born became the void, the champions who lived upon it chose to embrace self-destruction rather than cease their infernal conflict. They became lost within their own ambitions, strangling the life from one another even as the flood of darkness swallowed them whole. Here, on Hydaelyn, the power of light is not so feeble. This world will survive while the balance holds, but we must also take care that the scales do not swing too far in light's favor. As we fight on the side of light, we must trust that our companions will steer us away from the lure of extremity and help guide us along the narrow path to salvation. It is the actions of men, such as Regula von Hydrus, that give me hope that the future of this star is not beyond redemption.
So, hold on. So, do the Scions realize, of course I'm not talking about Urianger, do the Scions realize that his master is Elidibus? Because I assume that's who we were talking about.
I mean, yeah. I'll just assume so. Unokal High has something of interest for you. It's a USB.
It's a floppy disk.
Whilst we were examining the controls for Zolvan's shackles, I found a tombstone that may be of interest to you. Wait, would you like to have a look? The information contained within this device appears to have been used to generate a simulated battle of grueling difficulty. Challengers would be pit against a simulacrum of Zorvan, the power of which has been enhanced to the icon's highest conceivable magnitude. It is described as the final trial for the most elite of Alex's warriors, intended to distinguish the truly exceptional among them. I have witnessed no champion more exceptional than the Warrior of Light. Are you not curious to see how powerful Zorvan may have been? I urge you to visit the verification node and undertake this ultimate test of the Allegan elite. I'll meet you in Azisla. I just want to see what item level these weapons are going to be. If they're 270 or 275. I'm curious. Punch. Punch.
Hold
A
on.
bunch.
Hold on, it's getting dark. I can't see anything.
It's okay, we'll end the stream after this. We're wrapping up the triads.
Yeah.
We're almost done for the day.
Below. It's below.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Go up, please. Verification node. Activating verification systems. Elimination trial. Request acknowledged. Awaiting tombstone data. Let's go. Data processed. Adversary warring triad Jovan threat level extreme. This is the final qualifying test for surviving elite squad enlistees. Participation is only permitted to candidates who agree to unrestricted biopsy procedures following the trial. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, enlistees who successfully complete the program will be certified as genetically superior and must submit to cell harvesting for subsequential cloning initiatives. Oh.
Oh. So that's how it works.
Elimination trial survival rates are currently calculated at 1.9%. Activating reality augmentation. Initiating elimination trial. The Empire thanks you for your service. Post-mortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent candidates. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Ah, thank you. They're appreciating us.
Yeah.
Hand over your spleen when we complete this. Pretty much.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Interesting.
The harvesting
So
extreme.
Kata is doing the motion, but without the sticks. Can you see the sticks?
No. You hold a tombstone recovered from the research facility of Azisla. According to Unokal High, this recording device contains the data required to generate a simulacrum of Zorvan at the peak of his original unmitigated power. The final trial of a program designed to test the mightiest of Alex's elite champions. If you would subject yourself to the dangers of this ancient challenge, you need only approach the verification node and stretch forth your hand. Oh. Take my hand. Ready, check. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Or Zorvan. Your sticks are invisible, Kata. Ah.
That's interesting. Once again, we have the Bahamut. Just chilling.
Send us down.
Good and evil, the war eternal. If such is my
Was that really it? Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess in phase 2 he doesn't get new health. His health remains.
Yeah, I thought there were gonna be like 2 or 3 phases, but no.
Pars or fine. 265. Okay. Only
It's
a
a
10
Lana
item
whistle.
level. Great.
Do you want the Lana whistle?
Yes.
Should we greed on it?
Gibbs Lana whistle.
Have the Lana whistle. You can have the
We can-
faded copy.
We can greed on the swords,
Show me
and
the
we can
sword.
both need on the coffer.
The sword is okay. And need on the coffer?
Yeah, we can both need on the coffer. It's such a shame that we got the mount first try, because this looks like the most farmable one. Like this looks like
Yeah.
the easiest one to farm, and we immediately get the mount. It's like,
I
god
mean,
damn,
I
couldn't have got it on the other ones.
I didn't get them all.
Yeah, but we can still farm it together, and then you get it immediately anyway.
Maybe.
Or you can do it 99 times.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just easy. Just do it 99 times. Just
Do it 99 times. Ah. Oh. Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah,
Fire
it is a bird. The lanners are the birds.
The one
I
took me
don't
the
have
longest to
any.
get when I found these. Oh, okay. Mount guide. The centaurs of ancient Mercidia believed that their mighty god Zorvan would send out his lanner before a battle to inform his enemies of their impending defeat. It's a beard.
We got a pony.
Ah. Nice.
It's very shiny pony.
Ah, Souko's so small.
Yeah, it's like a. It's like a, what is it called? There is a bird like that. What's it called? Someone help me. It's like really small, but it's also like a predator. And I cannot remember what's the English name of it.
It's beautiful.
Souko has the cheek.
Souko has the cheek.
Yeah, I guess.
Souko has the baby. Okay, well we did it. We finally finished the Warring Triads quest line.
We did.
It was nice for what it was. Very informative, very lore building as well. You know, now we have some more backstory on what the Void is.
Yeah, exactly.
We know now a little bit more about Void Scent, which means technically Diabolos would have been a human.
Yeah, it also means that Papa Graf is part of that world.
Yeah,
This
it
is
means
also
literally
Void Scent.
all the Void Scents were at one point human. And I imagine the stronger the Void Scent, maybe the stronger the human. Maybe they were like warriors, like warriors of light and stuff like that. Yeah.
See, that's
So
crazy.
Yeah, interesting. Which is, I guess, maybe why Nero was being turned purple, because maybe he was literally in the middle of being turned into a Void Scent.
Yeah,
Maybe?
actually, I think so. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is, actually.
He's like half Void Scent, half human now. Yeah.
I have no
There you
mount
go.
to show off.
It's another beard. Another beard. Show off the sheep. Show off the sheep.
Oh, the sheep. Okay, sure.
Yeah, the sheep. Karako. If Vortex is watching, he can say, "Ah." It's beautiful.
It's very fluffy.
It's very fluffy. Of course. Look, Vortex. Look, we have you in game.
How do I? Heck. How do I? Come to the light. Oh, there are people here.
Oh, there are people just chilling.
Yeah.
There's a
Like-
guy in a
that's what I
chair.
mean.
What?
I ran out on the sheep and oh, there's someone. I like that they brought a chair, just so they don't have to
Yeah.
stand.
Yeah, it's smart. It's very smart.
Look at Souko's sheep. It's so tiny.
Look.
This is
It's
this
so
is an actual
small.
lamb. And you can drink tea while sitting on the lamb. Okay.
T for scale. Kata has the chair too. It's very cute. It's beautiful. Next time we have a stream for Final Fantasy, it will most likely be Heaven's Turn. But Heaven's Turn is really short, so we'll either do Heaven's... it's a bench. It's bench. We'll either do Heaven's Turn and then MSQ, or Heaven's Turn and then side quests. I guess it'll depend on how we feel.
I
that okay,
do also
Kupa?
have a chair. Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, we have it's all furniture. Make a house outside. Oh, they disappeared.
Aw. I think the other guy was waiting for him to finish.
Well, one of them was in a queue.
Yeah,
of them was in
no,
a-
they were in a cinematic.
Okay.
So I think they were waiting for them to finish.
So yeah, next time we'll play, it will be Heaven's Turn, and we can get our samurai set. Get a samurai set.
Yeah.
Or shogun set. What? It's a dodo.
It is a dog.
It's a dodo. It's an accurately proportioned dodo.
Uh-huh.
These are the dodos that I kill.
This is also like this is what a chocobo should be like for a lot of us.
Beautiful. Oh, there's the samurai set.
I like how on this chair I look like a queen or something, just judging the subjects. It's like, yes, what is your issue here? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like a yeti, but fire.
It's a fire yeti.
I guess it's a Goobier? Question mark?
No, but it's hairy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hairy Goobier. Oh, this is a good mount.
Regardless, thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you. Let's return home.
My mount is bigger than yours. Oh my god. Wait, where did you go?
Oh, home teleports don't teleport everyone, right?
No, they don't.
I'm at the FC house. FC house. Ugh. This is our home. It's raining.
Hello there. Don't mind me as I'm just walking around with my giant creature.
Ah.
See, this is why there is so much space in this garden, so the zoo can walk around.
Zach.
It's all planned.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you for the support. We'll be back in a couple of days. I don't know when exactly. Kuro, are you going out tomorrow or?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Maybe we'll stream tomorrow. Maybe some other time this week. So we can get through Heaven's turn and maybe continue with the story. Well, yeah. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. If you want to follow us, you can check out Kuro's YouTube because she's been uploading all of our VODs.
Yes.
Or you can follow us, or you can join us in Discord. Oh.
Yeah. Make sure to join the Discord because that is where we post everything when we are not streaming.
Yeah. Exactly. Bye. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.